Compare all my grails? Okay. About 100 of you guys joined in on my recent poll asking what I should compare on this channel next. And you guys voted for all of my grails. Don't worry, this is not all of them. I have a fourth one that you have seen, trust me. It's very familiar to this channel. But a lot of people might not see it as a grail, but I will tell you exactly why I see it as a grail when we get to it. Now, what is a grail? A grail, in balisongs at least, is a balisong that one really seeks after. They really, really want it for a lot of reasons. They've heard good things about it, or they flipped it and are like, oh, that is so good. And it fills these 5 characteristics of a grail. Characteristic number 1, by the way, this is my 5 characteristics. There might be different ones for you, but the one for me is titanium. For me, a grail usually, wait till the fourth one, has to be titanium. Titanium is the highest quality balisong material pretty much, besides like Damascus or something. Well, I guess that's still titanium. And it's just a very high quality, dense, light, very good to machine, durable material. And everybody loves it, including myself. Sounds better, looks better, grippier. Yeah, that's titanium. So titanium is one of the main factors for a grail for myself. Characteristic number 2, sound. The sound of a balisong is very important to me, and Madco is probably one of my best sounding balisongs, one of the best balisongs for sound ever made. It even sounded good hitting the ground. And the sound is something that's pretty important for me, for my grails to have. All my grails, I love how they sound, and that is one of the main reasons why I bought them. Characteristic number 3, the tolerances. Okay, all of my grails have perfect tolerances, no tap, not even any wiggle, it's not shifting around in there, and it's got pretty much no play. So that is a big thing for grails. Number 4, well, I guess it's 4 and 5, I guess. Durability. Well, durability kind of goes into the first one with it being titanium. So number 4 would be flipping. Flipping is so important when it comes to a grail. If you buy a grail that flips like trash, what's the point? You're never gonna flip it really, and if you do, you're gonna be like, oh, this is gross. Why do I have this? So don't buy a grail that you know flips really bad. Characteristic number 5, arguably one of the most important, even maybe above flipping, is how it looks. Okay, the look of a grail is very important. If you get a grail that's ugly or you hate the look of it, it's such a waste. You're gonna pick it up and be like, oh, it's kind of gross, I hate that, why did I buy it? Okay, so only buy a grail if you like how it looks. So those are about the 5 characteristics that I define a grail as. So yeah, let's get to comparing. I got with me today my Squid Industries Madko, my LDY Cygnus, and my Squid Industries Tsunami, and then the other guy that I'll show you at the end. These guys, all titanium, all have very good blade steel, except maybe the Madco because it's a trainer. But they're very different for a lot of reasons. So let's kind of talk about that. I'll only hold 2 at a time. So let's talk about these guys. Madco retails for about $350. Cygnus retailed for about $450. I got both of them for around the 300 something mark. Both of these were used. Both of these were bought by the Balisong Bear and then sold to me. And yeah, they're both insanely good. They both definitely fulfill all of the marks of a grail. They all have the Grail traits, and I'm perfectly happy with these. I don't ever plan on selling them because they are so good. They all have the perfect characteristics of a Grail, and they're going to be in my collection for a very long time, if not forever. Now, both of them, perfect tolerances, of course. No wiggle, no play, especially on the Signis. Look at that. Both sound very good. They both have very different sounds. The Signis, as you know, oh wow, it's raining really hard. Okay. Signis, as you know, sounds pretty darn good, but not nearly as good as the Madco, which is widely regarded as one of the best sounding balisongs due to its insane ring. So yeah, both these guys have T10 hardware. This guy's on tunable Zen pins. This one's press fit, which is arguably much better in my opinion. Signis is sandwich but has channel spacers. The Madco is just channel. But yeah, let's get the Madco out of the way. Talk about that enough. Pull out the Tsunami. Tsunami, these guys are both pretty comparable. They both have grade 5 titanium, same with a Madco. They both have T10 hardware, hidden Zen pins on this guy, tunable Zen pins on this guy. Again, arguably much better. S35 VN steel blades, very high quality. Tsunami costs about double what the Signis costs, so that is a pretty big thing for a lot of people, including myself, but I coughed up the money for the Tsunami, and it was well worth it. Sorry if any of you just died inside from that drop. Oh my goodness, it is raining so hard. Yeah, these guys both have perfect tolerances. I already showed you the Signis tolerances. Tsunami is no different, literally perfect, no wiggle, and no play. The Tsunami is chanwich compared to the sandwich of the Signis, and they are both amazing flippers. They both have very, very good grip. Signis has this G10 material. It's intertwined, I guess, with the titanium. The Tsunami just has very well textured titanium, so it's not slippery except when it's dumping down rain, and it's great. Oh yeah. Tsunami also sounds amazing. I took out my zippy inlays, so it does not sound like a Seraph anymore. It sounds just like a Tsunami, but when you oil this guy, it sounds so good. I'll give you guys ice pick sound test. Yep, Tsunami is fantastic. So is the Signis, so is the Madco, and so is my fourth Grail that really a lot of people don't classify as a Grail, but I very much do. Okay, Speed Channel Kraken. Speed Channel to be precise. Now the Kraken is 7075 aluminum, not titanium whatsoever. Does not have an S35 VN blade. It's got some other blade steel that is not nearly as high quality. But this guy is so good. It flips amazingly. It's up to par flipping with these three, and it's arguably a better flipper than the Madco and the Signis. So it's technically one of my favorite flippers. The sound beats out the Madco. I'm sorry, but a Speed Channel Kraken with oil is the best sound a balisong can have. I stand by that completely, and it's true. The tolerances on my Speed Channel Kraken has zero wiggle, nothing. It's got no play. Okay, maybe it's got a teeny tiny bit of play. It's obviously got no tap. It's got the best sound possible, and it flips so good. I pick this guy up all the time to flip, and it always lands every trick perfectly. It's the king of consistency, and with this Speed Channel, it just makes it one of my favorite flippers. A normal Kraken does not reach that status for me. It doesn't come close to a Grail, but with these Speed Channels, they make all the difference. Now, all these balisongs that I have right here, all four of my Grails, I have yet to review. I reviewed a Kraken, but I have not reviewed my Speed Channel Kraken, and the difference is so immense that I will review it. I also have my Signis and my Madco to review, and all of those will be coming before Blade Show East, because at Blade Show East, I'm probably going to pick up 3 more Grails or something. and a lot more little balisongs. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these reviews, as well as my other reviews, being the Prisma V1, the Flightanium UFOs, and a re-review of the Volt, because my old Volt review was not good, and it did not cover everything it needed to. Subscribe, drop a comment as well if you want to. See you next time.